Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Hansa Travels. Today I'm bringing you another edition in the Everything You've Ever Wanted to Know series, and today we are talking about Skywest Airlines. So if you've ever been curious about Skywest and you want to know more information, then stick around. All right, everyone. So first off, I want to start off with my disclaimer. I am not an employee of Skywest. I am not a spokesperson or a representative of Skywest Airlines. All of the information that I have gathered has come through from the internet, from previous and from also current employees, and everything is readily available on the internet. So without further ado, let's start off with clarifying how is Skywest different than other airlines. So Skywest is a regional airline, and what that basically means in layman's terms is that Skywest flies on behalf of other airlines. So who does Skywest airline fly for? Well, you'll be happy to know that Skywest flies on behalf of American, United, Delta, and Alaskan Airlines. So those are super awesome airlines. As a partner with these major airlines, you would be flying on their behalf. So what that basically means is that you get to wear their uniform, guys. You're not technically a direct employee of those carriers, but you are working on their behalf. Skywest has a fleet of smaller aircrafts. So what you would be flying are CRJs 200s, 700s, and 900s, and ERJs 175. These smaller aircrafts only require 1 to 2 flight attendants depending on the amount of seats. Remember, guys, per federal regulations, 1 flight attendant is required for every 50 seats. So these aircrafts are going to require up to, I think, 2 flight attendants. I don't think any of them require more than 2 flight attendants. So if you like working by yourself and you don't mind being independent, this is a great company to work for. So let's start off with what everybody is always curious about, and that is with the pay. Skywest starts you off at $17.86 per flight hour. Now remember, guys, flight hour is from the moment the aircraft door closes to the time that you land and the aircraft door opens. You'll be making $17.86 an hour. And then the per diem is $1.90 per hour. Per diem is paid from the moment you check into your flight to the moment that you return back from your 1, 2, 3, 4-day trip, then and you check back into your city, then that is how you're going to be making your per diem 24 hours a day, whether you're working or not, $1.90 per hour. Skywest guarantees 76 hours a month, and that is whether you work 76 hours or not, you are guaranteed to be paid at least 76 hours every single month. All right, so let's talk about the training. Training will be in Salt Lake City, Utah, and training lasts for 31 days. Out of those 31 days, you only get 2 non-consecutive days off the entire time. So be prepared for very long 10-hour days and for no time to relax, guys. Training is brutal, but if you can do it and if you can apply yourself, you too can be a flight attendant. All right, so also let us talk about the bases. Now, Skywest has a ton of bases, guys. This is really good because this will be any of the cities that if you're hired, you will be going to and be based out of. So I'm going to read them to you because there's a ton. Okay, so let's go. So Skywest has bases in Tucson, Phoenix, San Diego, LA, Palm Springs, Fresno, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, Salt Lake City, Boise, Denver, Colorado Springs, Houston, Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, and they also have a reserve base in Atlanta. So any one of these cities will be where you will be based out of. And if you don't live in these cities, you can always commute. Just remember that if you're commuting, you are going to be doing so on your own time. So list days off for you. That's not good. So if you can live in base, that's what I recommend. But, you know, if you have to commute, you have to commute. As far as the uniforms are concerned, obviously with working with so many different companies, on behalf of so many different companies, they will be providing your uniforms for you. So depending on who you're flying for that trip, that is a uniform that you will be wearing. Now, Skywest flies all over the U.S., the Bahamas, Canada, and Mexico. So make sure that you have your passports ready, or that you already have requested them, because it always takes a little bit of time in order to get them in the mail. Unless you do expedited service, which I think can take about a week or two, as opposed to about a month in order to get your passport. So make sure you have that on hand. Now, if you want to become a Skywest flight attendant, this is an awesome time. Right now, they are currently hiring flight attendants. So if you're interested, guys, go to skywest.com and apply. You have to be, these are the requirements that they have listed on their website. So first of all, you have to be 21 years old and you have to have a passport. Also, you have to be between 5 feet to 6 feet tall, and that is simply because you need to be able to reach the emergency equipment, the overhead bins, and also you can't be taller than the actual aircraft. You don't want to hit your head on the ceiling. So those are the height ranges. Also, they have a very, very strict appearance standard. For the ladies, for example, you have to wear mascara and also lipstick, or if you don't like lipstick, it says you can wear a colored lip stain on your lips. So if you don't like wearing makeup, keep that in mind. And then as far as the tattoos are concerned, you cannot have any visible tattoos, even if you can cover your tattoos with makeup and with bandages. That's a no-go. So hopefully if you have any tattoos, they're somewhere hidden that do not require makeup or bandages to cover up. Otherwise, unfortunately, that's going to be a no-go for Skywest. And the earrings. Now you can, for the ladies, you can have up to 2 earrings. They have to be either in the lower lobe. They cannot be, if you have 2, they cannot be up here and like, you know, up here and down here. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I want to talk about something that may be considered to be a negative, and that is that Skywest does not have an actual flight attendant union. They do, however, have something they call, let me read it to you, non-union protection, called SIA, S-I-A. So you can get some kind of representation if you should need it, but it's not an actual union. So that's that. Their seniority is based on the last 4 digits of your social security. I know some companies use age, like American goes by your age. The older you are, the better it is. But Skywest is by the last 4 digits of your social. So that's how your seniority is going to be chosen, awarded. Not chosen, but awarded. And last but not least, I want to talk about what an actual day is for this company, a day in the life of a Skywest flight attendant. Now, before I tell you about a day in the life of a flight attendant for Skywest, I want you to know that a lot of the information I have gathered has come from 2 very great sources. If you ever want to know anything about any airline, I would suggest that you do some research on glassdoor.com and also indeed.com. It's got awesome information, not only from current employees, but also by previous employees, and they usually always tell the truth. So a typical day is between 1 flight to 9 flights per day. Now those 9 flights, if you do have a 9 flight day, it's probably very short distances. So like I do some flights sometimes between Las Vegas and San Diego, and those are like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. So you would be doing a very short flights, but a lot of them in a day. So from 1 to 9 flights per day. Your days could also be from 1 to 12-hour days. And the company turnarounds are usually about 20 minutes. A turnaround is when you land in a city, you deplane, you clean the plane, and you reboard, and then you're back off. It usually happens within 20 minutes. Luckily, Skywest has smaller airplanes, so they're quicker to deplane and quicker to board and quicker to clean. So yeah, you're looking at 20-minute turnarounds. All right, my friends, that is it. I want to say a huge thank you to Jonathan for all the help he's given me on doing my research for Skywest Airline. Jonathan, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Much hugs and kisses to you. Happy flying out there. All right, everyone, this is the end of this video. Again, if you have any further information that would help anybody else out, let's help each other out, guys. Put it in the comments down below so that we can all share on what you know. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and give it a thumbs up and share it with someone that you love. Again, thank you guys for tuning in one more time, and until next time, thank you again from my house to your house. Huge hugs and kisses. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.